So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. but then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Out to the right. Yamal gets into a good position. Nice control. And it's Lopez. And here's Lopez. Shoots! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Shot could Ferran Torres! That is decidedly lacking. Sunset, played into space. Oh, they could be caught out. Great chance! Balde gets it clear. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Chooses to go crossfield. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Berenguer. First quarter of an hour gone. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Crosses it into the area. Danny Vivian with the clearance. And we have our very first corner. Nico Williams can get it clear. A temporary retreat here.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And now they can clear their lines. Knocks it into space. That ball looks a good one. There's no flag. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Rafinha gets into some space. Rafinha puts a cross in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Paredes. Bilbao finding their passes. Now that looks a decent ball.
Oh, great feat, that.
And they've got a throw. Spread neatly. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That'll be a throw-in. Balde. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Danny Vivian. Sunset is herring after that one. That's a little off target. Played through into space. Berenguer in acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yamal. Eric Garcia. Kubasi is sporting a guilty look after that.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nico Williams picks it up out wide. Koundé clears. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, super ball! Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Reguilón demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Bilbao are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
It is a corner, good chance. Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. Bilbao have the chance to go the other way. Ferran Torres. Danger averted for now. Gurzeta. And here's Ferran Torres. Looking for options for movement. Threads one in. Ruiz de Galarreta. Played out to the right. Tries to play it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Rafinha has it out wide and in space.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona have their third corner. For a shot! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Lamine Yamal clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on.
Fermin. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Fermin is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ruiz de Galarreta gets over and intercepts.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Berenguer. De Jong does really well to win the ball there. That's a good ball out wide. Ferran tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cleared without hesitation. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's a pretty loose pass. De Jong tries to pass it through. Early ball. And that should get the job done. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's well spotted. Berenguer. Danny Vivian. Now this could be a chance. Ferran Torres! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Ferran Torres has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Balde providing an outlet on that flank. Yamal!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
He was under real pressure there. Nico Williams. And it's Ruiz de Galarreta. Back into the middle. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aims beyond the defence. He's got away. Big chance! Has a look and plays it forward. De Jong makes the interception. Nicely spread. He's in a great position here. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He won't be happy with that one. Gurzeta. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, that's a fine interception. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Looking for the run. Can he get it through? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. De Jong. Fermin being hounded, manhandled at times.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
Played out to the left flank. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Yuri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Jaureguiza. Gurzeta. And Sunset. That has not gone well. And he's intervened well there. Sunset has created one goal already. Now, can they get him away? Cross from He gets big! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And for a moment, time stood still.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
Corner
dorsal
number
10,
4 coming up here.
El dorsal 11. El dorsal 16. El dorsal
Deftly
7.
away.
El dorsal 24.
And now they can spring out of defence.
El dorsal 28. El dorsal 14.
Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's a promising position. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Out to the left it goes. Hit into the middle. Up he goes! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that was very necessary. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Balde. And it's De Jong. He's tried one! And he has kept it out somehow.
Dani Olmo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 4. Cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
It's Rashford! There will be a throw-in. Bilbao making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Dani Vivian. Guruzeta looks to get on the end of this. Gomez. Casado. And he's gone searching crossfield. Casado. Has a shot! So close to drawing level.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Spread it left. Rashford. Decent chance! Jaureguisa looking understandably energised after his goal.
It's a good show of persistence, this. If they manage an equaliser, it'll be a great show.
He's shifting through the gears here. Knocks it out wide. Koundé gets a foot in here. Yuri is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now it's Lewandowski. It's a really well-measured ball. He's in plenty of space here. It's a throw-in. Bilbao making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And another try! And he hits the net! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Dani Olmo with a definite foul there.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Great vision. Rashford is in a really good position out wide. Dani Olmo! Oh, taken with style. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
He's in space and looking for options.
Habrá 3 minutos de
Real
juego.
chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Yuri gets good distance on it. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And it's played in. Oh, well played, well played. Araujo plays a sharp little ball here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gurzeta. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Que coincida con el que aparecerá en el marcador dentro de unos segundos.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meet.
Rafinha! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Eric Garcia. Oh, it's come loose. Nicely weighted ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Sunset getting this one clear. Koundé. Great run on the overlap here. It's a good run down the right.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Played back in. Lopez. And he's there to get it away. Played out wide. It's a throw-in. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter. I've been hugely impressed with his confidence, with his energy, with his dynamism, with his spirit, with his willingness and enthusiasm. And all those qualities are the perfect mix in him going on to have a great career.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Fermin puts his foot on the gas. And it's Koundé. Looking to go deep. Cleared away.
Fermin really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Lopez. Well timed, excellent interception. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Quarter of an hour played. Can he get it through? Pings it across.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Yamal. Paredes makes the interception. Ruiz de Galarreta. It's not an especially good pass, that. Up towards the front line. Played out to the right. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to recover this. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Lamine Yamal really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Williams. The ball is loose and the chase is on. No, that's been intercepted. Quality ball. Vermin. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival.
Barcelona really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green.
Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
It's a sharp pass. Ferran Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bilbao deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Aimed beyond the defence. Sunset. And that is as far as they're going to go. Sunset. Oh, good-looking ball. Played into space. Yamal. Ruiz de Galarreta. Now it's Berenguer. Shifted upfield. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Arogizar. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And he has shown him a yellow card. Oh, no, he misses from the spot.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Foot in. Ferran Torres. He's shifting through the gears. And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Nico Williams with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rafinha shoots! And he's done it!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
De Jong.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. And that's another good win of the ball. Paredes cuts out the pass. He's looking wide. Tries to pass it through. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Rafinha. Cleared without complication. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Williams. Fermin. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found the way through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Berenguer. The message is clear. None shall pass. Rafinha. And a chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Rafinha has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Yamal has a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. And it's Hauregzar. Gurzeta. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now the ball in. Oh, smashing header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Berenguer clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Climbs up big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
There's the crossfield ball. De Jong. Balde. Out towards the flank. Yuri gets good distance on it. Still just a single goal between the sides. Now it's Gurzeta. Out to the left it goes. Rafinha moves wide and looking to get onto this. Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Yes, ended up in no man's land. Shifted it to the flank. Rafinha picks it up out wide. Ruiz de Galarreta. Gurzeta looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Rafinha. Looking for the run. And he's charged, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's their second corner of the game.
Serán sustituidos por
Header!
el dorsal 14. El
Oh,
dorsal
nearly,
20.
but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
Now it's Berenguer. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Now it's Guruzeta.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
It's a really well-measured ball. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that was vital. Great vision. Rashford. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's gone for goal! He's got away with one there. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Paredes. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Unai Simon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Guruzeta is onto it in a flash. Balde. Over to the left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Nice interception, well timed. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And they've got a throw. Barcelona have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Será sustituido por
Stood up well to him there. Rashford. Ruiz de Galarreta gets a foot in here. Now it's Williams. That's good running with the ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, good-looking ball. And he skips past his man. Tries to play it through. Yuri receives it in a good position here. And that was very necessary.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Danger averted for now. Balde. And it's De Jong. And it's Balde. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's taking no chances there. Sunset. Rashford. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? Dani Olmo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Jaureguiza. That has been slung wide. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Rashford. And it's Olmo. Deftly out wide. Back into the middle. De Jong. Yuri. And the pass is intercepted. Spread it left. Nico Williams. Oh, that's fabulous. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. And he's picked it up out wide. He is through here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
El dorsal 7, el dorsal 23. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9, el dorsal 4. Se va a llevar a cabo un
He's
cambio
not going to
de
get any further
jugadores.
than that. Dani Olmo. Now, can they get him away? Dani Vivian calmly anticipates. Ruiz de Galarreta. And it's Haura Gazar.
Habrá 2 minutos
He's there
de
to retrieve
descuento.
it. And here's Nico Williams. Casado. Spread out to the left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's going for goal! Gomez. Nicely spread. Williams. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
En el marcador se podrá ver a continuación.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt...
Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And the keeper beats it away, opts to play it back. Back they go. And the pass is intercepted. And now they can spring out of defence. Yamal. And it's Koundé. Lofted upfield. Bilbao couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Ruiz de Galarreta. Now it's Williams. A lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass just lacking in accuracy. Can he get it through? Yamal gets into a good position. And he's taking no chances there. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter. I've been hugely impressed with his confidence, with his energy, with his dynamism, with his spirit, with his willingness and enthusiasm. And all those qualities are the perfect mix in him going on to have a great career.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Guruceta might just make this. Sunset. And he's been shifted off it. Yuri cuts out the pass. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Ruiz de Galarreta. Yamal. Quality ball. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Looking for the run. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
No goals as yet. Now it's Yamal. Lopez. Yamal. And that was nowhere near his best. Fermin. That pass has been well intercepted. Distributed tidily. Oh, can he get onto this? Martin kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. De Jong. Now it's Lopez. He's had a shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Fermin brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Tries to pass it through. Chance, surely! He's delivered all right! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Minuto 22, el dorsal 10.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Barcelona are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Danny Vivian. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now Nico Williams. And he's managed to get free.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
He's in a great position here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's got away. And it's Bershish. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
El dorsal 17.
Bilbao are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Great vision. Well read, nice interception. That's headed upfield. Half an hour played now. Berenguer. Bilbao ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Ruiz de Galarreta. Guruzeta is herring after that one. De Jong. And that could set him on his way. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Williams. And it's Sunset. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he is going into that little black book. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Vermeer. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, no joy this time. Cleared without complication. De Jong. Now, can they get him away? And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's De Jong. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He is through here! Nico Williams proves just a little bit too strong. And he can clear it away. And they're quick to get it back. That's a lovely, neat pass. Williams! Williams! Martin getting this one clear. Sunset has created one goal already. There's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. Ferran goes for a shot! Berenguer. Berenguer carries the ball down the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Sunset. That looks a good ball through.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Sunset. Nico Williams has found the net here, of course. He's felt that, hasn't he? Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. Cleared without hesitation. It is a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Unai Simon gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Now it's Sunset. And it's half-time here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He's looking wide, deftly away, and smartly reclaimed. Well timed, excellent interception. Ruiz de Galarreta, looking to play him in. Big chance! That's travelling a long way. And that has left him in a heap. Guruceta chasing after it. Now it's Rafinha. Fired deep towards the back post.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Jong, Balde, Berenguer, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game. Shoots! Corner number 3 coming up. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pinches it off him. Eric Garcia. Ruiz de Galarreta. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's gone backward here. Has a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
Corner
dorsal
number
10,
4 coming up here.
El dorsal 11. El dorsal 7.
Cleared away.
Por el dorsal 28. El dorsal 14. El dorsal
Bilbao
9.
have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Berenguer. Well, it just petered out. That could spell trouble. He's found a way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Paredes. Jaureguiza. Spread out to the left.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a
Stood up well to him there.
96.447 espectadores.
Kubasi. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Lewandowski. Can he finish? In for the pieces. It's a goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Balde chooses to go crossfield. And it's De Jong. Iñaki Williams proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's picked his way through. Iñaki Williams. And here's Guruceta.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
carries far too far and out of play. Barcelona making another change here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 17.
Ruiz de Galarreta. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Sunset. Gurzeta. Now Hauregazar. And it's Bershish. Looking for options for movement. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Gurzeta. Well, that looks a decent ball. Gurzeta. Now it's Williams. And he's got the beating of his man. And he's in on goal. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
That's really well cleared. Lewandowski. Kubasi. No way through. Now it's Gurzeta. And he's away. Sunset. Balde does really well there. He is strong. Bilbao are making a change now.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Gomez. Into the last quarter of an hour. Pedri, shifted it to the flank, now it's Rashford. Pedri, and it's Casado.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Aimed beyond the defence. Williams. Now it's Gurzeta. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's bustling through here. It's a pretty loose pass. Jaureguiza. Nico Williams. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, that's fabulous. Gomez. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a mighty effort! He should have put that one away.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Barcelona must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set.
And he shoots! Sticks it away! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Bilbao go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Gomez. Now Dani Vivian. It's Lewandowski! Loose ball now, and oh, he's been caught napping! And he thumps it clear. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Balde, and that interception was most necessary. Gomez. Knocks it into space, and it's made its way to him. Williams. Jaureguiza. Casado does really well to win the ball there. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Short changes him with that pass. Gomez. Now it's Williams. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That has been knocked clear.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
They're up to 5 corners now. Tries a shot! A really well taken goal. Offside.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Can he get on the end of this? Gomez. Ruiz de Galarreta. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter. I've been hugely...
Has a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Eric Garcia really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Williams. Yamal. That has not gone well. Balde. Rafinha gets into a good position. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Sunset. De Jong wins the duel this time. Rafinha, and that pass just didn't quite work. Sunset, now he's off and running. Nice physical challenge. Nico Williams. And it's Bershish. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's the crossfield ball. Sunset. Berenguer. And Sunset. Danny Vivian. Sunset. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's got away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. De Jong. Out to the right. Now it's Ferran Torres.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Yamal. Paredes goes sliding in. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Decent chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Sunset picks it up from the goal kick. He's found the way through. Nico Williams tries a cross. A header! Al Kubasi tries to clear. Now it's Sunset. And the shot! And he's done it! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Bilbao have broken through, it's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He's shifting through the gears here. Great vision. Yamal's cross. He's cut it out. Ruiz de Galarreta goes forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Berenguer, played out to the right. It's a promising position. Swept in. And the finish! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that has been clubbed away. And that's a throw-in. Now it's Rafinha. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Yamal has a look inside the box. Ferran Torres! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now it's Williams. Now it's Guruzeta. He's on it. Can he get away? Face to face with the keeper. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And here's Nico Williams.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nicely weighted ball. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's managed to get free. Crosses it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Can he get it? Big chance! It's in! Right back in the game! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Nico Williams. Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And Sunset. And it's Ruiz de Galarreta. He has found the way through. Good pressure, determined, intense. Shapes to shoot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Guruzzeta has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ruiz de Galarreta makes the interception. Berenguer. Nico Williams. Guruzzeta is onto this. Takes a shot! Goal! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Ruiz de Galarreta. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's really well manoeuvred. That is ended up in no man's land. Fermin. Played out towards the right wing. Danny Vivian. It's not an especially good pass, that. Danny Vivian goes back to front. Oh, good spread. Yamal. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's fabulous. De Jong, nicely spread. That pass has been well intercepted. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half, neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Sunset has found the net here, of course. He's in space and looking for options. Eric Garcia. And it's Lopez. Picked out brilliantly. Jaureguiza. Now it's Guruzzeta. Shifted it to the flank. Berenguer. And he's had it nicked away. Not the most accurate pass. Yuri. Danny Vivian. Unai Simon clears. He's having a go! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Fermin tries to play it through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Paredes. Ruiz de Galarreta. And it's sunset. Paredes. Forwards and with intent. Now it's Williams. He is through here. Produces a cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yuri. He's picked his way through. Looking for options for movement. Nico Williams unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Distributed tidily, and it's played forward. Rafinha driving on and making good progress. And it's De Jong. Ferran Torres. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Rafinha. De Jong. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Williams. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Arugizar. And that's been drilled. Real chance! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. How very smart. He just got it right.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Bilbao take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Nico Williams stood his ground strongly. The less said about that pass, the better. Jaureguiza. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, super find. Shot, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Bilbao blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Looking to play him in. Dani Olmo. He's had a shot! Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Dani Olmo, he's gone for goal! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Danny Vivian with the clearance. Bilbao are looking to go forward now. It's anyone's ball now. Williams. Jaureguiza. And Yuri. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Williams. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Guruzeta. Oh, and he shoots! And he's lifted it over.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
The pass is intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Comes somewhat off target. He's a sharp little ball here. Danny Vivian. Williams. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Paredes. And it's Ruiz de Galarreta. Williams. Oh, that's well spotted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's found support out wide. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. That has been cut short. Can he get on the end of this? Spread it left. Great chance! In for the pieces! Goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Bilbao are making a change now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. He's found a way through. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. There's the shot! In he goes again. Sticks it away! And what a climax we have here! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
That has ended up in no man's land. Threads one in. He's in a great position here.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's been shifted off it. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Over to the left. Tries to pass it through. 4 extra minutes added on. Nico Williams. Now it's Williams. No, that's been intercepted. De Jong. Spread out to the left. Rashford could try cutting inside here. Williams. And the referee brings it to a close. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Buena suerte a todos.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter. I've been hugely impressed with his confidence, with his energy, with his dynamism, with his spirit, with his willingness and enthusiasm. And all those qualities are the perfect mix in him going on to have a great career.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there.
And that is a little undercooked.
That's a lovely, delicate pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Berenguer. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Nico Williams. Fermin.
And that could set him on his way.
Yamal. Hangs in a cross.
Firmly met.
Gurzeta. Shifted it to the flank. Williams. Sunset.
And the shot! They've scored!
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional.
Engages and forces him off the ball. De Jong
Takes control of it and he's on the move.
Now it's Yamal.
He is through here.
Shoots!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's De Jong. Threads one in. And that's an excellent interception. Great vision. Danny Vivian goes back to front. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Danny Vivian attempts a clearance. That has been cut short. Oh, what a mistake! Danny Vivian. First quarter of an hour gone. Sunset is sporting a guilty look after that. Yamal! Oh, within an inch or two.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Nicely spread. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Rafinha. Ferran Torres. Rafinha gets into a good position. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Distributed tidily. Now it's Yamal. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Out to the right. Now, can they get him away? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Lopez.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Ruiz de Galarreta. Now it's Williams. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's only too happy to take that back. Yamal could try cutting inside here. Yamal's cross gets his head on it! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Koundé with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Sunset. Eric Garcia kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Yuri. Williams. He's found a way through. Yuri gets into some space. Skims one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Yamal. And he cuts out the supply. Paredes. And he can clear it away. Referee's given a throw. Berenguer. And smartly reclaimed. That's a good ball out wide. Not the most accurate pass. Guruceta is onto it in a flash. Ruiz de Galarreta. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. De Jong.
Played out to the left flank. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. Yamal goes for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. It's a really well-measured ball. Aims beyond the defence. Williams. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
No, he's not getting past him there. Looking to play him in. Nico Williams looking to get on the end of this. Williams, chance to deliver. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Sunset. Cleared away. Played out towards the right wing. Sunset showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicely intercepted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Tries to putt. Great chance! That is decidedly lacking.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Haureguiza. Now it's Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice defending, it's got the job done. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Back into the middle. Yuri cuts it out. Sunset. And that's really well manoeuvred. That has not gone well. He's in plenty of space here. Nice interception, well timed. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Yamal. He's looking wide. Rafinha. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Haureguiza. And now they can clear their lines. Over to the left. Rafinha. He's through here. That's a shade optimistic. Danny Vivian. And it's Ruiz de Galarreta. Yamal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Can he finish? It's a goal! Barcelona are back in business. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Balde. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rafinha. Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That is ended up in no man's land. Knocks it out wide. Ruiz de Galarreta. Unai Simon gets it away. That'll be a throw-in.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Moved on forwards. Now this could be a chance. Ferran Torres being hunted in packs.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Jaureguizar does really well to win the ball there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yuri. Now Nico Williams. Vermin. Oh, some tackle that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Oh, good take in a good area. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
Nico Williams, who does have an assist to his name. Yuri just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Guruzeta. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Out to the left it goes. That's going right the way across. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Spread it left. Oh, that's well spotted. Sunset. Berenguer. Can he get onto this? Oh, great run, magical! De Jong. Danny Vivian calmly anticipates. Looking for options for movement. Bilbao couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's come to nothing. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Berenguer. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pass is just off target. Guruzeta looks to get on the end of this. Guruzeta wins the duel this time. De Jong played out to the right. Yuri makes the interception. Paredes. Now Danny Vivian. And it's Ruiz de Galarreta. And Berenguer. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's good running with the ball. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Balde. In towards the back stick. And that's the keeper's ball. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Nico Williams. Short changes him with that pass. De Jong. Spread out to the left. That has been slung wide. Eric Garcia.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win...
Ferran Torres! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top draw. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Got changes here from both sides, in fact. Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure.
And he shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a climb! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Lewandowski clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
And he's lost his man here. Looking for the run. Nico Williams unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's quick to get it clear again. Can he get it through? Iñaki Williams is onto this. And it's been played through. He's in a great position here. Thinks about the shot. And the shot! There's the shot! Beška. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Well timed, excellent interception. And this is Lewandowski. Rashford. He's a sharp little ball here.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And here's Guruzeta. Oh, good spread. Williams. Rashford. Great ball if he can get there. And this is Lewandowski. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Lewandowski. And he goes cross-field. And it's Olmo. Rashford. Lewandowski! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. It's starting to look like a done deal now. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Para sus desplazamientos hacia y desde el estadio.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, Ferran Torres! Ferran Torres really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Just eases him off the ball. Ferran Torres receives it in a good position. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Turns and goes back.
And it's De Jong.
There's the shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So, a breakthrough already.
He's found a way through. Eric Garcia.
And the counter is on.
Yamal in acres of space out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Guruzeta.
Oh, that's delightful.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Berenguer. Arugizar. Nicely aimed pass. Knocks it into space.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Guruzeta.
And the shot! He scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Bilbao grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Great defending, strong and determined. Distributed tidily. Barcelona are looking to break at pace.
Tries a shot! Just off target.
And we have our very first corner. Danny Vivian can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Lopez. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. That is good alertness. And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence.
And the shot! Fabulous from Ferran Torres! He's got himself an absolute peach. And again they hit the front. so smooth. A signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. And that is a little undercooked. Nico Williams. And it's Bershish. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yamal gets into a good position. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Backward it goes. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That's travelling a long way. Yamal tries to play it through. Decent chance! Jaureguiza. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's put paid to a promising move. Great vision. This might spell danger. And that was very necessary. Eric Garcia. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Goes forward. Guruzeta chasing after it. It's a pretty loose pass. Well read, nice interception. Can he get on the end of this? 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Berenguer. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Nico Williams. Eric Garcia. Pass is just off target. Ruiz de Galarreta. And it's Sunset. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Danny Vivian. Oh, they could be caught out here. Ferran. And a chance! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
He's through, now is he in? Nico Williams has it out wide and in space. He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he will. Great chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And they're on him in a flash.
Oh, really well played.
And he's lost his man here. Looking for the shoots! That's going to go a long way. And that has left him in a heap. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That ball looks a good one. Now it's come to nothing. Ruiz de Galarreta. He has found the way through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ruiz de Galarreta has got himself a free kick. Now it's Lopez. Sunset.
Now Nico Williams.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Yamal picks it up out wide. And that has been knocked clear.
And it's De Jong.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And that's been won straight back.
Now it's Guruzeta. Oh, good spread. Lopez. Sunset. Jaureguiza. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now Paredes.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. There's the start of the second half. He won't be happy with that one.
Now it's Williams. Threads one in. Now it's Yamal. Fermin. Plays it through.
Rafinha. It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear.
Bilbao are looking to go forward now. Now it's Berenguer.
Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's there to belt it away. So, third corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Pau Kubasi
Spots it and intercepts. Shifted it to the flank. Rafinha. Oh, important interception.
Ruiz de Galarreta.
Can he finish?
They've got to be quick to recover this.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Martin.
De Jong. And he shoots! Cleared without complication.
Ruiz de Galarreta
Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Sunset,
Who does have an assist to his name. De Jong.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Danny Vivian.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Now it's Berenguer.
He's looking wide. He's shifting through the gears here. That's an excellent interception.
Ferran Torres being hunted in packs.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. He's in plenty of space here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Martin gets it clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Crosses it in, brilliantly cut out. And here's Rafinha. Cross from Rafinha. No, that's not going to find its target. Not the most accurate pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. De Jong wins the duel this time. Now it's Rafinha. Looking to play him in. He's in space and looking for options. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, well played, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That has been cut short. Ruiz de Galarreta. Ruiz de Galarreta gets it away.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10.
Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Nico Williams looks to get on the end of this. Koundé thinks one through. And he was quick to react. Sunset. Well timed, excellent interception. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's gone for it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Spread out to the left. Now it's Rashford. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. No way through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Yuri. Nico Williams. He's picked his way through. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's in a great position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now Paredes.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Rashford. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chooses to go back. Nicely weighted ball. Shapes to shoot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He should have put that one away.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 4.
Keeper's dealt with that.
Cambio de jugadores.
Bilbao have the chance to go the other way. Can he get it through? Rashford with the climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Jaureguiza. Gomez. And Williams. Now it's Rashford. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Pau Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Over to the left. Up he goes! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Ambitious ball here. Paredes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Guruceta is firing after that one. Guruceta looking understandably energised after his goal.
2 minutos de descuento.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Rashford. And the finish! Oh, that is rather wayward. This looks promising. Oh, he's bustling through here. It's Rashford! And with that, the final whistle. Barcelona proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Dani Vivian tries to clear. Ruiz de Galarreta. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Lopez, Fermin! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Koundé, swung over. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And they can counter here. Balde. Now it's Guruceta. Nico Williams. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Nico Williams is there, and he can get that clear. Bilbao are looking to go. Tries a shot! He's away, and he's following up! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So, a breakthrough already.
Nico Williams might just make this.
This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Yuri gets into a good position. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Lopez. And the shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's a decent clearance. Rafinha. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Now there's real chance! That's travelling a long way. Stood up well to him there. Barcelona have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Not offside that time. Jaureguisa. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Ferran Torres is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out to the right. Incoming delivery. Berenguer in with the challenge. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Guruzeta. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's Rafinha. Nico Williams. Aimed beyond the defence. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely aimed pass. Martin promptly onto that, and that is that. Sunset. And it's played forward.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Williams. Jaureguisa. He's got away. It's a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Vermin. Shifted it to the flank. He's in space and looking for options. Shot at goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Sunset. Now that looks a decent ball. Guruzeta is onto it in a flash. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Guruzeta. Played into space. Now, can they get him away?
And it's Sunset.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Spread it left. Lopez. Played out towards the right wing. He has found the way through. Yamal's cross. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
He's looking wide.
This is the time you need that pace.
Fermin. Distributed tidily. Played into space out wide. Ferran Torres. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to... Has another go! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That has not gone well. Yuri. Al Kubasi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's there to clear it. Ruiz de Galarreta. Guruzeta. Nicely weighted ball. And he's straight offside. Ruiz de Galarreta. Oh, good spread. Not the most accurate pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Ruiz de Galarreta. And there is the half-time whistle. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Barcelona clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0. And we're off again. Rafinha going full steam ahead down the left flank. And that's another good win of the ball. Rafinha looking for options for movement. Yamal. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Ruiz de Galarreta.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Rafinha looking to get on the end of this. Sunset. Great vision. Played out wide. Pass is just off target. Berenguer. Can he get it through? Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. Jaureguisa. Now Nico Williams. Looking to play him in. And that pass just didn't quite work. No, that's been intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. Ferran Torres. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yamal under intense pressure.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Early stages of the second half, and still two between them. Out to the left it goes. Jaureguisa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rafinha. And it's Jaureguisa. Now it's Williams. Big chance! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied it.
And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Marcó en el minuto 60 el dorsal 10.
Bilbao get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
It's Lewandowski! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 16.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Over to the left. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Knocks it into Lewandowski! That's a lovely, delicate pass. He's a sharp little ball here. And that'll be a goal kick. Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
El dorsal 17.
Paredes. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that's a key interception. Spread out to the left. And that has been cleared. He's on it, can he get away? De Jong! And that is wildly off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Played out to the left flank. Tries to play it through. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, well played, well played. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. De Jong. Casado. It's a really well-measured ball. Decent chance! Sticks it away! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
The changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the effort he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Dani Olmo. De Jong. Can he get on the end of this? Paredes. Yuri. Kuruzeta. Dani Olmo. De Jong. That has been slung wide. Oh, well measured. It's Lewandowski! He's gone direct here. That is good alertness. Kubasi. That has not gone well. Williams. He's shifting through the gears here. De Jong. Rashford in acres of space out wide. And that is a little undercooked. Nico Williams. Kuruzeta. He's through here. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Williams. It's a mighty effort! That's a decent clearance. And here's Kuruzeta. Nico Williams is onto this. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Ruiz de Galarreta. Now it's Kuruzeta. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Williams. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the number on the board is 3. And that is out of play. Another throw-in. Out for a throw. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Quality ball. He's found a way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Up he goes! They've done it! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up?
And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona undoubtedly gave us the perfect example of how you start a game of football. They came out with purpose, intensity, energy. They were determined to grab the initiative and, of course, were duly awarded.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running. Yamal!
Barcelona would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Balde gets over and intercepts.
And it's Lopez.
Good ball, good take. Koundé. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking for options for movement. Jaureguisa. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his...
Has a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
De Jong clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sunset.
And it's made its way to him. Now, can they get him away?
Now it's Guruzeta.
Guruzeta. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Barcelona really could have done without this. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So a breakthrough already.
El dorsal 10.
Yamal. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Rafinha. Aims beyond the defence. Can he finish? And that should get the job done. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Deftly away. Bilbao have the chance to go the other way. Nico Williams. Pressure coming in from all directions. And the through ball. Yamal has it in a wide position. He's got tall! And that was very necessary. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Knocks it into space. Nico Williams. And the return pass. Bilbao deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear.
Could be danger here. He's through and all alone. Tries a shot. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Sticks it away! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Tries to play it through, and he's picked out the run. So much time and space. Goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
De Jong, played out to the left flank. Rafinha.
And it's Koundé.
Chance! He scores! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! How very smart. He just got it right.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now he's off and running.
Now it's Guruzeta. Now it's Guruzeta.
Barcelona have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1.
That is a brilliant interception.
Jaureguiza. Berenguer. He has found the way through. Not the most accurate pass. This looks promising. Yamal. Lopez.
Nico Williams. Now it's Guruzeta.
Well timed, excellent interception. That has been slung wide.
Paredes spots it and intercepts. Danny Vivian.
Paredes. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
Guruzeta.
Can he get on the end of this? It's played through for him. He is through here! Good claim, no margin for error there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's in a great position here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
And it's Bershish.
Jaureguiza, and here's Nico Williams. There will be a throw-in. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold. And a chance! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Ruiz de Galarreta. Now Nico Williams. Fermin.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Ferran Torres receives it in a good position here.
Danny Vivian.
And that's going up front in a hurry. Now that's well seen too. He's looking wide. He's in space and looking for options. Big chance, corner. Corner number 2 then. Chance! He's cut it out. And he's there to belt it away.
Nico Williams.
Given the lift of his goal. No, that's been intercepted.
3 minutos de descuento.
Ruiz de Galarreta. And it's Sunset.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Nico Williams is herring after that one. Now it's Williams.
That is good strength. And here's Nico Williams.
Yamal.
Shifted it to the flank.
That is good alertness. Now it's Williams. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Bershish. And he's had it nicked away. There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. So off we go once more. That's a throw.
Ruiz de Galarreta. Arugizar.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Sunset. Williams.
There they go, hunting in tacks.
Koundé.
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Rafinha. And he's gone searching crossfield. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Now it's Rafinha. Danny Vivian. Paredes.
Ah, he's given it away. He's through. Oh, shooting chance!
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Jaureguisa. Berenguer.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Paredes promptly onto that, and that is that. And de Galarreta. Danny Vivian. And it's Sunset. Berenguer picks it up out wide. He's found the way through. That pass isn't the best.
And they've got rid.
Ruiz de Galarreta.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Danny Vivian kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Spread out to the left. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
It's been slid through.
Caught offside that time.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
They've got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, if that's the case, then, he's doing the right thing.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking to play him in, and he's picked it up out wide.
Tries to cut.
Guruzeta!
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Gets good distance on it.
And it's Jaureguisa.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7 será sustituido por el dorsal 9. Se va a realizar un cambio
Yuri.
de jugadores.
Balde does well to get it back. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Caresses it through. That's going to go a long way. And it's Bershish. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. He's picked his way through. Jaureguisa. Now this could be a chance. And no, that was never going to make it. De Jong. That has ended up in no man's land. Great vision. Balde gets into a good position.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner
El
number
dorsal
3 coming up.
24 será reemplazado por el
Yuri
dorsal
clears it
17.
away. It's a throw-in. Yuri. That has been cut short. Jaureguisa. Paredes kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Rashford.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Rashford. And he goes cross-field. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yuri. Played out wide. Rashford. That's a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 23. Será
Dani
sustituido
Olmo.
por el dorsal
He's
4.
tried one.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Long ball looking to counter. And he was quick to react. And it's Rashford. Vizca. Spread it left. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. In with the challenge. Casado. And here's Guruzeta. And the ball is out of play. Gomez. He's on it, can he get away? Iñaki Williams showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Lovely bit of skill. He's going for goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. Now that is commitment to the cause. Barcelona get their fourth corner. That's a decent clearance. Guruzeta. Bilbao are looking to go forward now. He's got away. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That has not gone well. Now it's Rashford. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And that is doing no harm at all. De Jong, out to the left it goes. And he's intervened well there. Threads one in. Oh, that's neat.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
He's gone for goal!
Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here?
And they've got a throw.
Two minutes to be added on. Rashford is onto this.
Bishka.
And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
A continuación, disfrutaremos de la actuación de nuestro grupo oficial de animación.